Hello there, Appa fans and Appa golf fans. Tiger Bob here from Bay City, Michigan, getting ready to play a round of golf here, Ayrshire, otherwise known as Royal Troon in Scotland. Tiger Woods, 2001 Tiger Woods, is in a tackle the course. This is his second year of his Tiger Slam when he won the fourth major in a row. So this is Tiger Slam, Tiger Woods at Royal Troon, getting ready to play 18 holes of golf. Hope you enjoy. Tiger Woods at hole number 1, standing at the tee with a 3-iron. I rolled the dice, rolled a 36. The winds are normal today, or should I say moderate. Rolled a 36, so there was no wind on the first hole. So Tiger Woods was a 3-wood off the tee. I was going to try and aim somewhere down here. Dice roll was 61.5, so he hit it 245 yards. It went L10, 5, 10, 15, 20. He was 105 yards away from the pin, from the hole. So I pulled out a approach shot. The approach shot rolled a 23.3, so he was one diagonal short of the hole. Rolled the dice from 20, rolled a third. At that point in time, I rolled a 7, so he was still 13 foot away for a par putt. Went for it, 16.25, left him 2 foot short, and then he rolled into 2 foot par putt. So after one hole here at Royal Troon, Tiger Woods is even par as we head to hole number 2. Tiger Woods, hole number 2, standing at the tee, can hit a 5-wood. Not going to aim at all. He just wants to hit it a little bit short of the bunkers here. There was no wind on this. They rolled a 22 for no winds. Dice roll for the tee shot was a 44.2. He hit it 245 yards. It went right 10 and rolled 10. So there he was, safely in the fairway, short of the bunkers. And he was 130 yards away from the centerline hole number 4. Second shot, rolled a 53 for a 5. So he hit it a little bit short. He hit it 10 yards short of his target. It rolled 5. It rolled backwards 5, so he rolled off the green. So on the second shot, he was still a little off the green after a short second shot. Third shot, he was 38 foot away from the fringe. So he's going to pull the putter out, hit from the fringe. So from the 38, I had to go 1 column to the left. And I used the putting chart. 43 was a 21, and from 38 foot away, he missed a putt by 3 foot. And then he rolled a 55.9, and he rolled in the 3 foot par putt. That was a par on hole number 2, and as we get ready for hole number 3, he is still even par. Hole number 3 here at Royal Troon. Rolled the dice for the wind, and once again, 36 was a no wind on the moderate winds. Tiger Woods is at number 3 for his woods average. He's going to hit a 5-wood off the tee as we got this little creek running across here, and he definitely doesn't want to hit it in the creek, so he's going to try to hit it short of the creek. On the dice roll, rolled a 25.2, so he smoked it down the middle, 245 yards, right 10, and rolled another 10. So he was safely into fairway short of the creek. From the spot right here, he was 125 yards away. And he was short-sighted, so he could not aim for the pin. Pulled out a gap wedge, rolled a 56 for a 2. What a shot for Tiger Woods, a 56.2. He ended up hitting 135 yards, went right 5 and rolled back 5. So he's one diagonal away, and I rolled an 8. So he was 12 foot away for a birdie attempt. So far he was even par. So played aggressive at the birdie attempt. Rolled a 35-15. 35-15. He safety rolled in the birdie putt And after 3 holes, as Tiger Woods heads to hole number 4, he is sitting at a -1. Tiger Woods, hole number 4 here at Royal Troon, coming off a birdie on hole number 3. Was looking at possibly using one of his momentums. He has 3 momentums, but with the use of momentum, you cannot vary from the center line. So my decision was to use a 3-wood, aim 10 to the right, and maybe it'll work it back to the middle of the fairway here. There was no wind on it, threw an 11 for a 0, so no wind. Dice roll on the tee shot, 64-3. So he hits at 255 yards, went L5, and then he still had 25 more to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And being it was normal, he rolled another 10 for the dog leg. Second shot, you see the fairway, and if he hit like a 3, he could end up with maybe an eagle possibility. But that is not what happened here. He threw the 12 for a 21. So 12 for a 21, hit it 255 yards, 20, 120, 220, 245, 255. Went left 45, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. His second shot was in the trees, and he's actually 2 squares deep, so he is stymied. Rolled for the trees, and to come up he could play aggressive or safe. And at this point in time, I just decided to hit a safe shot back to the middle of the fairway. So I hit a safe 30, and he ended up going 5 over, so he ended up 35. So he was able to aim. So just short of the green on 3, able to aim, aiming from 30 yards away, from 30 yards away, as we were 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Rolled a 55 for a 1, which made it a 0, so he landed right on the hole. So right on the hole is you got to roll the dice and subtract that from 12. And believe it or not, the dice roll was a 66-12, so he had a chip in. So after a second shot, he put in the trees on the par 5 here, the chip in for birdie. An amazing shot, and that's what makes him Tiger Woods, one of the best golfers of all time. So after hole number 4, Tiger's sitting at 2 under as we head to hole number 5. Tiger Woods on the tee of hole number 5, called greening, coming off back-to-back birdies. This time he's going to use one of his momentums. The dice roll for the wind was a 15 for a no wind again, so been very fortunate with the wind so far. So I decided to use a momentum on this one here. His momentum for the Woods is a 3, and using his 4-iron with the 3, hits at 200 yards, and then he gets the bonus, so he doesn't have to go left or right, either one, because he would have went left, and then he rolled another 10. So he's 1 diagonal away from the hole. Rolled a 9, so he's still 11 foot away for a birdie putt. He needed a dice roll through 18 to roll in to roll it in, and 53 on the putt was an 18, and the ball calmly rolls in and drops in the hole. And Tiger Woods has just got his 3rd birdie in a row. And as we go to hole number 6, Tiger Woods is sitting at 3 under. And we'll see you at hole number 6. Tiger Woods teeing off at hole number 6 at Royal Troon. The hole is called Turnberry. Used a momentum, but I only used it with a 3-wood because the momentum with the driver would have put it into the fairway bunker. Used a 3-wood momentum. 33 was a 0 on the wind, so once again there was no wind. And it hit the drive, or should I say 3-wood, 255 yards. It went L5, and rolled 25. So there he was, safely in the fairway. Second shot, hit the 3-wood. 3-wood hit it very solid. It was a 51 for a 2. So he hit a 265, 1R10, and it rolled right here just into the deep rough. So there he was in the deep rough on the par 5. He was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Ended up going 45 yards away. I did it from the center line. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 from the center line. Going to hit an approach shot. And on the approach shot, 60 rolled a 66, and a 66 was a 36. And a 36 in an approach shot was hole plus the dice. So I rolled it on there, rolled the dice. He ended up with a 3-foot birdie putt on number 6. Rolled a 33-7 on a 3-foot birdie putt. And he rolled in his 4th birdie in a row. So as we had the hole number 7, 2001 Tiger Woods is sitting at 4 under par. And we'll see you at hole number 7. Hole number 7 here at Royal Troon. Tel El Kibir is the name of the hole. Tiger Woods sitting 4 under par as he goes up to hole number 7. He has one more momentum that he can use, and he's going to burn up another momentum right now. So he rolled the dice for the wind, and once again there was no wind, so he's been very fortunate with the wind so far. Rolled the dice for the tee shot. Actually didn't roll it. It was his momentum, so he hit it 270 yards. Went L10. This one is actually downhill, so it goes an extra 5 yards. So it went 275 L10. And then he rolled another 30 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he was 300-yard marker, and he was 105 yards short of the hole. And he could not aim because he is short-sighted. He decided here he was just going to hit the approach shot, try to get it close to the hole, and maybe he might hit a +5 and put it right on the hole. On the approach shot, rolled a 62 for a 2, so he hit it 95 L5. So he ended up right on the 3 right here. So he was 30 foot away. Rolled the dice for a 4. He was 26 foot away. So he's 26 foot away to keep a birdie streak going. Played aggressive for the putt. Don't usually do that. A lot of times end up with a 3 putts, but I figure with Tiger Woods, I could probably 2-putt it even if he does miss it. On the dice roll, 35 was a 15, and his 26-foot putt rolled 3 foot by the hole. 51, 23, rolled it in from 3 foot, parred hole number 7, and after 7 holes, Tiger is sitting 4 under as we head to hole number 8. See you on hole number 8 in a little bit. Hole number 8 here at Royal Troon is called Postage Stamp. A little 110 yards away, a little downhill. Got to add 5 to the tee shots. And on hole number 8, rolled the dice. 46 was a 5, was crosswind right. I was actually using type A today for the prevailing winds, and it still stays crosswind right, so he's in tee shots going to go 5 yards to the right. Tiger does not have the preferred club right now would be the sand wedge, but he does not have a sand wedge in his bag. He decided not to use the sand wedge, and he had the extra long iron in his bag. So in this one here, it comes into play because he has to hit the gap wedge instead of the sand wedge. The gap wedge might hit it a little bit long. So he's into the gap wedge knockdown. Dice roll was a 25-1. Like I thought, 25-1. with a +5. He hit the ball 140 yards in the air, 110, 120, 130, 140. It was going left, but then the wind blew it back to the right, and it rolled backwards 5. So he was 75 minus the dice roll of 8. He was 67 foot away for a birdie putt on hole number 8. A little outside of his range, so I decided to play it safe from 67. Rolled a 25 for a 15 for a 12, and he missed a 67-footer by 3 foot away. So very good leg putt. And then he rolled in, dice roll 26-18. He rolled into 3-foot par putt. So after hole number 8, Tiger's still sitting 4 under as we're off to hole number 9. Hole number 9, called the Monk. So your Tiger Woods is on hole number 9. Rolled the dice, and the dice was going to be crosswind to the left, and I got to roll the dice after the dice roll to see how much damage there is with the wind. He's just going to hit a 5-wood. Wants to get it right down here, somewhere down around the middle. Rolled the dice. 44 was a 2. He hit a 200. The 2 hit a 245. R10. And then it rolled 10. Dice roll for the wind. Push it back 10 to the left, so he was right on the center line. Now he was 170 yards away from the line perpendicular to the hole. With the wind and stuff, decided he'd use a 7-iron with a knockdown, and with a good shot, he could be right around the hole. 25 was a 1, and he smoked it. He hit it 180 yards, so he's off the back of the green. It was L5, then the wind pushed another 10, so he was in the rough off the back of the green on his second shot. So one of the few times today Tiger was not on the green in regulation. He was 5-10. He was 20 yards away on his third shot from the approach. So he's still hoping to get it close. 45 was a 3. His approach shot landed 5 foot away from the hole. So he still had a 5-yard par save here, which is pretty big. Tiger Woods, pretty good putter. On this hole here, for all putts, read one result below the actual putt number. Rolled the dice. 25 was a 24, which was in, but had to drop 1, and it was a P. A P means that if you're shooting for a par putt, it rolls in. So Tiger Woods rolled in the 5-foot par putt. And as we make the turn at hole number 9, Tiger Woods is sitting at 4 under par. And let's get ready for hole number 10. (2001) Tiger Woods teeing off on hole number 10. For tee shots that land in the fairway, add an extra 5 yards to the stated roll. And the second shot's going to be uphill a little bit, so we got to add 5 to the stated roll. I was hoping to aim maybe 5 to the left, but I cannot do it because we got trees. So he's going to go center line, and he's going to hit the 3-wood. I rolled the dice. We got crosswind right. For type A, we got crosswind right. So after the shot, I got to roll the dice for the wind too. Dice roll for Tiger was a 25-2, so we hit it 265 yards. Went right 10. Rolled 25 plus stretch to 5, so he's going to roll 30 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ended up right on the edge of the rough, but he's actually in the fairway. Rolled the dice for the crosswind right. It was kind of a scary dice roll, but ended up okay. Yeah, there was no, he rolled a 22, so the ball did not go right with the wind, so he was still in the fairway. Second shot, he was 150 yards away. was downhill 5 yards, or uphill, so we had to hit it. Take 5 off his second shot. Second shot, aimed right at it, was a 41-3. Actually, the second shot what I hit was a 9-iron, and I hit a knockdown. 9-iron knockdown, in case there was any crosswind right. I wanted to kind of cut that down in half. So it's a 145. So it's 10, 110, 135, 145. But it was a -5. And then it went 5 to the left. Rolled the dice for the wind. The wind was 10 to the right, but being it was a knockdown shot, it only went 5 to the right, so he's still in front of the green, and it rolled 5. So it rolled on, just on the edge of the green. Aiming for hole number 4 was 15 -2. He had a 13-footer for birdie on this tricky little hole number 10. Birdie putt, went for it. 55 was a 9. And he rolled into 13-foot birdie putt to go 5 under after 10. As we head to number 11 here at Troon, Tiger Woods is having a pretty good round. Hole number 11 here at Royal Troon, Tiger Woods. Teeing off. Add 5 yards to the flight of all tee shots. On the back half, he has 3 bounce backs left in the sand, but no momentums. He is gonna, I rolled the dice and there was no wind on number 11. A dice roll, 43 was a 31. He crushed it. Hit a 275. L10. Plus you get the extra 5 on the flight of the ball, and this one here at 5 to the flight of the ball. And 35, so I got to go another 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He was in the rough. I rolled the dice. 22. 22 was just used a regular fairway. Second shot. 175 yards away from the hole. Rolled for 62-4, so he was 10 short. 10 short of it. R5. No roll. He was 2 straight lines away. For a 30 -9, he was sitting 21 foot away for a birdie putt. His putting game's been pretty good today. 21 foot. Lines up for the 21-footer. Roll the dice, and out comes the 54 for the 32. And instead of playing it safe, he went for it, and he missed a 21-foot birdie putt by 7 foot. But still, he has a 7-footer to save par, and saving par won't be too bad on here. Dice roll on the second putt was a 54-32. All the frustration, back-to-back 54-32s. This time he missed a 7-foot putt by 4 foot. And then on his third putt, snake eyes was the 3. Because typically if you get a couple 54s, you'll follow that up with a doubles. 11 was a 3. He rolled in the 4-foot bogey putt. So he was setting 21 foot away for possible birdie. Ended up with a 4-foot bogey. And after 11, all the frustration. He drops back to 4 under par as we head to hole number 12. And he has to get his act together in a hurry. See you on hole number 12. Hole number 12, the Fox. Tiger Woods coming off a disappointing 3-putt bogey on 11 is going to use one of his 3 bounce backs. Roll the dice, throw it on 11 for the wind, so there's no wind on here. Slightly downhill, so I got to add 5 yards to the flight of all the tee shots. So his momentum shot with the wood was a 3, so he hit a 255. Plus the extra 5, hit a 260. L5. He rolls 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And there he was. 155 yards away from number 4. and he was going to aim right at it because he is not short-sighted. He could aim right at it. Second shot with a 9-iron. Rolled the second shot, 56. It was a 2, and he hit exactly 155. And it, being it's his average, he doesn't have to go left or right. And there was no roll, and he landed right on number 4. Dice roll was 12 minus 8, 4-foot birdie. 4-foot birdie attempt. A little freaking out here because I sure didn't want to throw that 54-32 again. Rolled a 61, 17, and he calmly rolls in the 4-foot birdie putt. And after hole number 12, Tiger Woods is back to 5 under par as we head to hole number 13. Tiger Woods, hole number 13, 5 under par, number 13, and he is going to hit a 5-wood. Little worried if I try to crush it and get a 31 or something, end up in a deep rough or something. So he's into the 5-wood, and he's going to aim 10 to the left. Dice roll was the 43-31, and this is add 5 to the tee shots. So we hit it 245, went L5, but there was a crosswind on here, and I rolled the dice for the wind, and it came back R5, and it rolled 20. So it's 265 yards out, right in the middle of the fairway. The second shot, going to hit a 4-iron, because he didn't want to really mess around and hit it behind the green, so 4-iron should put him safely here unless he crushes it. Second dice roll, 11 was a 1, so he crushed it. 11 was a 1, hit it 220 yards. Went L5, crosswind brought it backward, but it rolled 10, so he rolled off the back into the little rough there, so he was still 10 yards away. A 10-yard approach shot away. With his third shot, 45 was a 3. His third shot put him 4 foot away from the hole. And then he 35. Actually 25, rolled a 25 for a 24, and he rolled into 4-foot par. So after hole number 13, Tiger is still 5 under par as we head to hole number 14. Here we are, hole number 14 at Royal Troon called Alton. Rolled the dice, and the dice is 5 yards to the right for the crosswind right, 5 yards. Tiger was going to hit a 6-iron knockdown. To see what he can do with the 6-iron knockdown. 13 was a 3, so he did 175 yards, 175, L5. Being it was a knockdown, the shot did not come back because it is rounded down, and it's rounded down to 0, and then he rolled 5. So going for hole number 4, he was 15 minus 8. He was 7 foot away for a birdie putt. The birdie putt was good through 20. 32 was a 20 as I was going for it. And he rolled in the 7-foot birdie putt on hole number 14 with a fist pump. And he drops to 6 under. After 14 as we head to 15, 6 under. Tiger Woods having a pretty solid day. See you on 15. Here we are, hole number 15 at Royal Troon. Hole is called Crosby. Tiger Woods approaches this one. He is 6 under par. He's going to hit the 3-wood. We have no wind on number 15 here. Been a pretty calm day today. On the 3-wood, he hits a 61.5, so it's a 245 yards. L10, and then a rolled 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. That left him 240 yards away from the cross line to hole number 4. Hit a 2-iron. 2-iron went 230. Went R5, then rolled 15, 5, 10, 15. So the second shot, he was one straight and one diagonal away. So 35 minus a dice roll of 4, 31 foot away for a birdie putt. And at this point in time, he decided he was going to play it safe from 31 foot. Dice roll was a 24, 28, was 4 foot away, but on this hole here, read the result 1 above the actual number. So the 4-footer goes to 20, goes to 27, and 27 is a 3-footer. So 22.5 from 3 foot rolls into 3-foot par. And after hole number 15, Tiger Woods is still 6 under par, heading to number 16. Hole number 16, Tiger Woods teeing off. Number 16 is called the Well. We're going to have a crosswind to the right, but I got to roll for the crosswind after the shot. Tee shot. 54 was a 13. So we had a 215, L20. Rolled the dice roll for the crosswind, and the crosswind brought it back 5 yards. This in an intermediate rough. Then it rolled another 15 yards. So he was an intermediate rough, rolled the dice for intermediate rough, and he got to shoot it from the fairway. So the second shot from the intermediate rough, he hit a 3-wood. And the 3-wood ended up way over here in the deep rough. Hit a 265 R10. The wind caught it, blew it another 20. Ended up 30 yards over into the deep rough. The deep rough, third shot, he was 75 yards away from the pin. He was going to the center line. So 75 yards, rolled the dice. 23 was a 3, he ended up with 80. So he's one diagonal away. 20 minus 7, 13 foot away. So he still ended up with a 13-foot birdie attempt. Dice roll for the birdie attempt was a 34, was a 29. He missed a 13-footer by 3 foot. So 3 foot away to save par on this par 5. 66 was the 1. The 1 rolled into 3-foot par. So after hole number 16, Tiger is 6 under, heading to 17. Hole number 17 here at Royal Troon, the Rabbit. Tiger Woods on the tee, crosswind right. Got to roll the dice after the tee shot to see what the crosswind is doing. So he is going to hit a 3-iron. That is his club he's going to choose. Roll the dice. Dice roll was a 43 for a 31. Hit it pretty plush. Hit a 225. 10, 225. Went L5. Then rolled 10, and it rolled off the back of the green. So he caught that one a little harder than he wanted to. So off the back of the green, he was 5, 10, 15, 20 yards away after I rolled for the dice for the wind, and there was no wind on it. He was still 20 yards away from with an approach shot. 11 was a 1 on the approach shot. Actually not very good. He ended up 6 foot away. So a 6-foot putt to save par on 17. On the dice roll for the putt, 55 was a 9, and Tiger Woods calmly rolled into 6-foot par putt. As we head to hole number 18, Tiger Woods is still sitting at 6 under par. As we head to the final hole of hole number 18. Here we are at the final hole, hole number 18, called Craig End. Tiger Woods standing on the tee with the winds swirling around. And he pulls out a 3-wood. One hit it somewhere in the middle of the fairway. So pulls out the 3-wood. Snake Eyes was a 1. It's a Snake Eyes 1. Hit a 275. L10. Rolled 25. Then I had to roll the dice for the swirling winds. The swirling winds went pushed another 5, another 10 actually, and 5 to the right. So the swirling winds after helped a little bit and put him right in the middle of the fairway. And he was 160 yards away, aiming for the middle of the green. Second shot from the middle of the green with a 9-iron. 43 was a 2. So he hit a 155. The shot went R5. Rolled the dice for the wind. The swirling wind pushed it an extra 10. And there was no roll. So he was one straight line away. So 15, rolled the dice, rolled a 10. He was 5 foot away for a birdie putt here on 18 and a possible 7 under. Par putt, or birdie putt, 42 was a 23. 23 he rolled into 5-foot birdie. So he birdied number 18, 7 under for the day. And I'll be back in just a minute with a wrap-up of the round. Wrap up here from the Royal Troon here in Bay City, Michigan. Tiger Woods, 2001 Tiger Woods. He ended up 7 under par for the day at Royal Troon. He ended up with 8 birdies, the 1 bogey. The 1 bogey, that was a tough one there. He 3-putted with back-to-back 54 dice rolls. That was his bogey. Par number, on hole number 4, he had a chip in. That was one of his highlights of the day, as he birdied 4 holes in a row, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Backside, front side 32, backside 32. Greens in regulation, he was 13 for 18. Fairways hit out of 14 fairways. He hit 12 fairways. 22 putts for a total of 91 foot of putts made. Front side 32, backside 32 for a total of 64 for a -7. And the reason I used Royal Troon is this is where the Open will be next week. So I thought maybe you wanted to preview the Apba Royal Troon golf course. So thanks a lot if you listened or watched this today. And as always, keep playing Apba. Have a great day. Bye.